Hello friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. This is the Franchise Stars Baseball League playoffs for year one of the FSBL. The National League Division Series gets us kicked off in the series format of this postseason. The Montreal Expos, the surprising winners of the National League East, held off the Braves, Mets, and Phillies to take the division. They visit the St. Louis Cardinals, who ran away with the National League Central. After a slow start to the season, they took off in the second half, and they will send their ace, Bob Gibson, to the hill today against the Expos to battle Max Scherzer. Should be an outstanding matchup here. We thank you as always for joining us here on the Legend Sports Universe, live from Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri. This should be a fascinating series, lots of storylines here. We've got MVP contenders in Bryce Harper for the Expos and Johnny Mize for the Cardinals. We have the ace for the Cardinals, Bob Gibson, who will get the start today. Gibson was terrific in the first half of the season, but Gibson struggled in the second half. He ended up with an ERA up above 4. You'll see 13-10, 4.24 earned run average. Those hits, 251 hits allowed in the 227 and a third. Gibson struggled a bit in the second half. We will see if he puts it together here as the postseason begins. He is ready to make his first pitch. Jose Vidro leading off for the Expos. We're underway here at the swinging strike. Vidro 296 during the regular season. For the overperforming Montreal Expos. Shouldn't say overperforming, they earned it. They outperformed expectations, is what they did. People thought they could pitch, and they thought that Harper and Andre Dawson would provide potency in the middle of the lineup. Both of those things happened, but the rest of the lineup for the Expos yielded a better result than what lots of people were anticipating, and they were able to hold off the opponents in the National League East. Vidro flies out to right. J.D. Drew puts it away, one down. And we are underway. Here you see the Expos lineup: Vidro, Spike Owen, Bryce Harper, Andre Dawson, Rusty Staub, Moises Alou, Ryan Zimmerman, Adam LaRoche, and Wilson Ramos will round out your Expos lineup. Here's Spike Owen. That one fouled off. Gibson snapping off a few curveballs early. That one nubbed foul, so it's 0-2. Gibson fastball and slider, his main pitches. He does have the curveball that we'll see here, and a changeup as well. Owen fouls that one off. Fastball misses down and in. Count goes to 1-2. There's the pitch, ground ball down to third, right at Ken Boyer. Throws over to Mize at first for the second out. So 2 up, 2 down here for the Expos. In steps Bryce Harper. Look at those numbers. Harper, a clear MVP candidate. 319, 44 homers, 121 runs batted in for the Expos right fielder. Fastball there, misses away. Gibson fires another one, and Harper launches this one deep to right center field. Going back, Drew's going to go to play it off the wall. It's actually going to end up getting played by Edmonds, but Bryce Harper pulls in with a 2-out double here in the top of the first to give the Expos a runner in scoring position. High fastball, Harper turns it. So Harper continues to swing his hot bat, and now here comes Andre Dawson. These two have been a potent 3-4 combination throughout the season. Slider there, misses down low. Boisterous crowd on hand as you would expect here at Busch Stadium. Dawson ground ball to second. Throw over to first from Hornsby, and he is retired. So Harper's 2-out double goes to waste. We head to the bottom of the first. Expos nothing. Cardinals coming up. Here's Max Scherzer, 12-10, 3.23 earned run average for Scherzer. Well, side note, I gotta lighten his hair color. It looks almost dark there. I don't recall it looking previously, but I've got to give that a double check. But regardless, we'll deal with that afterward. Scherzer to face Ozzie Smith to lead things off here. The Wizard swings and misses at the first pitch. Scherzer paws around a bit and now gets ready to deliver. Slider ties Smith up. Fooled badly on that one. Ozzie in an 0-2 hole. Here's the offering. Another one. That one pulled foul by Smith. Bit of a slashing swing there. Somewhat off balance. Ramos sets up inside. Scherzer puts it in there. Fastball. Smith swings and misses. Leadoff man is gone. One down here in the bottom of the first. Should be an outstanding pitcher's duel here. Scherzer and Gibson, two of the best. Again, I know that we talked about Gibson's second half struggles. Ted Breitenstein had an outstanding year for this Cardinals rotation as J.D. Drew steps in. Breitenstein ended up with a significantly lower ERA than Bob Gibson, but in talking before this series started, Breitenstein said, "Make no mistake about it, Gibby is our ace. Everyone knows it." And expect Gibson to put on a fine performance here now that the playoffs have gotten rolling. Hoot forever intense on the slab. 1-1 count here to Drew as Scherzer works. Swings and pitches on a low outside pitch. Owen charges, throws over to first, and there's two down. Here you see the Cardinals lineup. Smith, Drew, and Rogers Hornsby coming up next. Johnny Mize, Jim Edmonds, Ray Langford, Ken Boyer, Ripper Collins, Yadier Molina. Cardinals swatted 262 home runs during the season. That is a massive figure. Still second, however, to the San Francisco Giants. Here's Hornsby, 298, 45 home runs, 96 runs batted in for Raja. 1-0 offering here from Scherzer. Fastball rides inside, it's 2-0. Scherzer winds and fires. Fastball misses down low, it's 3-0. Johnny Mize swings the bat in the on-deck circle. Here's the offering from Scherzer. Hornsby chases, fly ball out to center. Dawson ranges over, puts it away, and the side is retired. So Hornsby swinging 3-0. Hits it well, but doesn't get all of it. We head to the top of the second here in St. Louis. Expos and Cardinals scoreless. Game 1 of the NLDS. Here's Rusty Staub. 294, 18 homers, 75 RBIs. For the Grand Orange. Gibson deals. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Gibson, curveball, popped up fooled him badly. Hornsby underneath it. Squeezes it for the first out. That slider has such bite to it when Gibson is on. So that'll bring up Moises Alou. Alou, 302 during the season. 12 homers, 42 runs batted in for him. Gibson looks in. Molina sets up away. Gibson goes away. Misses outside. Bears back and fires. That one catches the corner. Count goes to 1-1. Gibson into the windup. There's the delivery. That one pulled foul. So 1-2 the count to Alou here. One out here in the top of the second. Fastball rides inside. Alou turns it foul. Can't do anything with it. Gibson delivers. High fastball blows Alou away. 95 at the letters. Alou swings and misses for out number 2. Here comes Ryan Zimmerman. Fastball in there for a called strike. Zimmerman 276, 21 homers, 76 runs batted in. Gibson into the windup. Fastball in there. He's ahead of Zimmerman 0-2. Crowd here at Busch looking for a K to punctuate it. And they get it. Change up that time from Gibson, who fans him to end it. We head to the bottom of the second. Gibson looking sharp so far. Expos and Cardinals still scoreless. So leading things off, here's Johnny Mize, a fantastic season. 309, 46 homers, 110 runs batted in for the Cardinals' first baseman. He steps in to face Max Scherzer, who needed only 11 pitches to get through the Cardinals' first 3 hitters of the game. Fastball there paints the outside corner for strike 1. Inside with the fastball, and Scherzer, as Mize swings and misses, ahead of him 0-2. Fastball outside corner, Mize fouls it off. Ramos sets up away. Scherzer goes down and away. Mize fouls another one off. See if Scherzer's going to try to come back inside on him now. Ramos looks like he sets up high. Scherzer goes high. Mize turns it but foul. He's gone cheddar here. Last few pitches. We'll see if he breaks off a slider here. And he does. And Mize swings and misses. That pitch rode way in on him. Second strikeout for Scherzer. Mize is retired for the first out here at the bottom of the second. Scherzer showing that Bob Gibson not the only pitcher in this game with a devastating slider. One down. Here's the center fielder, Jim Edmonds. Edmonds, an outstanding season for the Cardinals. A huge part for their second half surge. 43 homers, 108 RBIs. High, but not necessarily abnormal for Edmonds. But that .337 average, nobody saw that coming. People kept waiting for the bottom to fall out of that during the season, and it just never did. Edmonds wrapped up with a .406 on base percentage. Fantastic season, start to finish, for the Cardinals center fielder. Ropes this one to second on a line right at Vidro, though, and he's retired. So Edmonds hit that one on the screws. Ends up with nothing to show for it but a short walk back to the dugout. Here's Ray Langford. Langford got a ton of good pitches to hit this year with the runners on base ahead of him. He made the most of those opportunities. Change-up misses down low. Langford 100 RBIs on the year. Cardinals had 3 players above that plateau. And then Rogers Hornsby at 95. Scherzer behind Langford 2-0 here. Scherzer delivers. Langford, high fly ball out to right center. Dawson and Harper both give chase. Going back, Dawson's there. Puts it away. And the side is retired. So Langford gives it a good ride, not good enough. We head to the top of the third. LaRoche, Ramos, and Vidro coming up for the Expos. We're scoreless here in St. Louis. So here's Adam LaRoche to face Bob Gibson to open up the top of the third. LaRoche 274, 8 home runs, 23 runs batted in. Gibson deals fastball. Called inside. Gibson glaring in. Not loving that call. Fastball misses down low. .2-0 pitch from Gibson. Fastball. LaRoche fights it off. Lines up. High fastball fouled back. Count goes 2-2. Fans looking for another K. High fastball, LaRoche lays off. Wilson Ramos waits on deck. Gibson removes his cap, wipes his brow, gets back on the hill. Here comes the 3-2 offering to LaRoche. All-speed pitch, ground ball to second. Hornsby's there. Throws over to Mize. There's one away. So that'll bring up the catcher, Wilson Ramos. 285, 14 homers, 56 runs batted in for him. Fastball in there for a called strike. There's a shot. Ramos hits this one well to left. Going back. Langford at the track. At the wall. Makes the catch as he hits the wall out there and left. Nice play of Ray Langford to hang with that one. Puts it away. Ramos did not miss a home run by much, but it's just a loud out. 2 away. Order rolls over. Here's Jose Vidro. First pitch. Vidro grounds it out to short. Smith charges. Throws over to first. Gets Vidro, and the side is retired. So the Expos go down in order. Boyer, Collins, and Molina coming up for the Cardinals in the bottom of the third. We remain scoreless here in Game 1 of what's expected to be an outstanding pitching matchup here in Game 1 of the NLDS. Boyer steps in, 278, 14 homers, 79 runs batted in. Scherzer, already set, ready to throw. Slider Boyer lays off. Count goes to 1-0. Again, if you are unfamiliar with the premise of the Franchise Stars Baseball League and are just tuning in for the first time, first of all, thank you. The concept of the franchise here is that slider is in to balance the count at 1-1. Each franchise has a 100-player master list of the best players in their history. This first year of the FSBL features each franchise with 40 randomly selected players from that 100-player pool. The rest of the players, the remaining 60, will all enter the FSBL for their proper franchises in through the rookie draft in subsequent seasons as Boyer grounds out. So, for example, the Expos, they got Andre Dawson, they got Bryce Harper. They did not get Tim Raines. Tim Raines will ultimately come in, but he may come in year 2, he may come in year 5, he may come in year 8. It's dependent on the random generator and who it spits out is coming in the draft in a particular season. That method is designed to kind of give this a bit more of a true career mode, franchise mode, longevity feel than what you will get in a normal franchise stars league kind of setup. So Scherzer misses away, 3-0 the count. Yadier Molina swings in the on-deck circle. Fastball in there for a called strike. So that description of events, for example, if you're wondering where Raines is, or you're wondering where Stan Musial is for the Cardinals, they were not in that randomly selected 40 for year number 1. They will enter eventually, though. This is a project that I intend to go on for a long, long time. So 1 out, 1 on. Here's Molina. Scherzer delivers. Slider there, misses down low. Max back on the mound, looking in. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. One and one the count. There's the pitch. Fastball misses low and away. Breaking ball, Molina out into right. Right at Harper. Just has to take a couple steps to his right to put it away for out number 2. So as we mentioned, these Expos, they thought they'd be able to pitch. They got a good draw for their 40-man opening squad on the mound in particular, as here comes Ozzie Smith, struck out his first time up. Scherzer, Strasburg, Javier Vasquez, Steve Rogers were all in that randomly selected 40. So that's a very, very solid rotation to start with. Expos were expected to be able to pitch. Their lineup is where the uncertainties were, but basically everybody in this Expos lineup has played to the high end of their expected levels. And that is how the Expos pulled off the NL East crown. 2-0 pitch here from Scherzer to Smith. Ozzie fouls it into the seats. Two-one pitch. Smith into right field. That's going to get down. That's a base hit. Runner will hold at second. But 2 on here for the Cardinals in the bottom of the third is Ozzie Smith. Puts one through the hole on the right-hand side. It's a single into right for the Wizard. So that'll bring up J.D. Drew. Drew is 0 for 1. Cardinals faithful. Swinging, it looks like Rowley sticks. Trying to get things going. Drew grounded out his first time up. Takes a called strike there. Scherzer deals. Change up, swung on and missed by Drew. He was fooled badly there. He's in the hole 0-2. Scherzer looks in. 2 men on, 2 out. Bottom of the third of a scoreless game. Scherzer delivers at the knees, freezes Drew, who does not like the call. That looked like a great pitch, though, from Scherzer. Ump seems to agree. Scherzer walks off. Drew barks his way off. We head to the top of the 4th. Expos and Cardinals. Pitch and duel we expected. Both teams scoreless. Here's Spike Owen. Owen 0 for 1. Curveball there from Gibson. That one hangs a little bit, and Owen dunks it out in the left for a leadoff single. Mentioned earlier, Gibson has had a very good curveball so far today, and he's thrown it a surprising amount to this point in these first 33 pitches. There you see, that's only the second hit he's given up. He's fan 2, hasn't walked anybody. Now with a man on, here's Bryce Harper. Harper 1 for 1. That one prior hit the Expos had was off his bat, a double back in the first 2-out shot into the gap. He was left stranded by Andre Dawson. Harper may well be the front runner for the Most Valuable Player award here in the National League. Seemed like it was going to be Willie Mays for much of the season. Mays went into a little bit of a funk late in the year, so his average dipped below 300. Mays, of course, still had an outstanding year. I believe he ended up with 44 homers, 100-something RBIs. But especially given that the Expos were not expected to do what they did, I think Bryce Harper is going to get a bit of a closer look at that MVP honor. 2-1 count here as Gibson works to him. Fastball misses inside. Dawson waits on deck. Gibson from the set. And delivers. Fastball swung on and missed by Harper. Good, healthy cut there. Couldn't catch up to the heat from Gibson. So now the count is full. Much of the crowd on their feet here in St. Louis. They know this is a big at-bat. Swung on and missed. Fastball blows it past Harper. Adjusting that eye level throughout the at-bat. Third strikeout for Gibson. 1 down. Here's Andre Dawson. Dawson grounded out his first time up. Slider fools Dawson badly, swung on and missed. Gibson looks in. Throw over to first to keep Owen honest. Mize doesn't even put a tag on. Owen dives back well ahead. Pitch from Gibson. Fastball misses away. Gibson humming it in there at 95, 96. Touching 97 on the gun. 1-1 pitch. Dawson fouls it off. Slider down low. Gibson's curveball was as effective as it was the first time through the order. Certainly makes things harder on the Expos hitters who are playing a lot more guesswork. 1-2 offering. Fastball inside. He blows Dawson away. Dawson way late on that one. 4th strikeout for Gibson. That ball in Molina's glove before Dawson ever gets the bat remotely through the zone. Horrible at bat there for the Hawk. 2 down. Owen still at first. Here's Rusty Staub. Fastball at the letters for a call and strike. Staub popped up his first time up. Gibson looks in. And the pitch. Curveball pulled foul. Oh, 0-2 pitch from Gibson to Staub. Another curveball freezes Staub. What a pitch from Gibson. Snaps that one off. Strikeout number 5 for Gibby. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Expos and Cardinals still scoreless here at Busch Stadium. So leading things off for St. Louis, here's Rogers Hornsby. Hornsby 0 for 1, flew out his first time up. Fastball at the letters for strike 1. Not many pitchers can match Bob Gibson for intensity. Max Scherzer might be one of them. Change up there, misses down low. Fastball up and in, swung on and missed. Scherzer just has a variety of pitches. He puts them all over the zone. There's the pitch. Change up. Hornsby waits on it for a while. Is able to at least get a tip of the bat on it and stay alive. 1-2 offering from Scherzer. High fastball. Good grief. Hornsby. That pitch way out of the zone. 4th strikeout for Scherzer. Hornsby goes down, and he is furious with himself for that performance there. Not going to see Hornsby chase that kind of a pitch too often. 1 out, here's Johnny Mize. Fastball at the knees. One offering, fastball inside. Mize swings and misses. Scherzer ahead of Mize 0-2. Change up, they say Mize went. Strikeout number 5 for Scherzer. 2 down. Here's Jim Edmonds. Edmonds lined out his first time up. He hit an absolute frozen rope right at Jose Vidro. First pitch swinging, change up, misses it badly. That one pulled foul. Once again, Scherzer is ahead in the count. It's another 0-2 count. It feels like he has had that count on an awful lot of batters so far. 0-2 offering, fastball misses inside. Edmonds lays off. Scherzer, face concealed by the glove, goes into the windup. And the pitch down in the dirt. Edmonds doesn't offer. 2-2. Scherzer deals again. Slider hit the other way, slicing towards the left field line. That's going to get foul out of play. The count stays at 2-2. Here's the pitch. High fastball. Edmonds fouls it off. 2-2 offering. Another high fastball. This one fouled and popped up in foul territory. Zimmerman underneath it, puts it away, and the side is retired. Well, folks, strap in. We've got a great one going here in Game 1. Expos and Cardinals, scoreless as we head to the top of the 5th. Max Scherzer, Bob Gibson locked in an outstanding pitcher's duel. Here's Moises Alou 0 for 1. Fastball misses away. The fastball down low, in the hole. Smith, backhand, long throw, gets him. Nicely done by Ozzie. Alou chopped that one into the hole. Boyer was playing him to pull, playing a little bit along the lines. That ball got past him. Was not hit that hard. Smith fields it in the hole. Good, strong throw. Gets Alou. Ozzie showing his terrific defense for the first out. Fastball to Zimmerman in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. Zimmerman 0 for 1. Slider misses away. 1-1 the count. Zimmerman high fly ball to left. This ball's hit pretty well, but Langford is there. Puts it away for out number 2. So with 2 down, that brings up Adam LaRoche. LaRoche grounded out his first time up. Gibson continues to cruise. First pitch swinging, popped up. Smith a couple steps onto the outfield grass, squeezes it for the 3rd out. We are midway through here in St. Louis. Expos, no runs, 2 hits. Cardinals, no runs, 1 hit. This is an old-fashioned pitcher's duel, folks. Scherzer and Gibson. We head to the bottom of the 5th. No score. Montreal and St. Louis. Here's Ray Langford. Langford 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Offering from Scherzer, first pitch. Langford hits this one well to right. Harper going back. He's at the wall. That ball's out of here. Home run, Ray Langford. First pitch swinging on Max Scherzer to lead off the bottom of the 5th, and the scoreless tie is broken. Ray Langford goes deep, continuing an outstanding season for the Cardinals left fielder. Particularly in the second half, Langford just went nuts. Continues that here. Home run to right for the first run of the game, and the Cardinals take a 1-0 lead. Just above the belt, and Langford belts it into the seats and right. So that'll bring up Ken Boyer. Boyer 0 for 1. Scherzer will try to regroup. This one down the right field line, slicing away from Harper. Lands foul just out of his reach. Delivery from Scherzer. Fastball misses up high. Here's the pitch. Line foul down the right-hand side. Scherzer ahead of Boyer 1-2. Winds up and delivers. Slider, Boyer chases it with a feeble swing there. 6th strikeout for Scherzer. First out here in the bottom of the 5th. Not Ken Boyer's finest swing. There's one down. Here's Ripper Collins. Fastball in there for a called strike. Collins walked his first time up. 307 hitter on the year. Scherzer delivers. Fastball on the outside corner. Count goes to 0-2. Fastball misses inside. Another slider. Another one misses inside. 2-2 the count. There's the pitch. Curveball. Fouled off. Scherzer ready and delivers. Change up, beautiful pitch, freezes Collins at the knees. 7th strikeout for Scherzer, and there are 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. So Scherzer bounces back after the Langford homer, retires the next two. Here's Yadier Molina. Fastball just off the plate. Molina flew out his first time up. Here's the delivery. Fastball. Misses. Count goes to 2-0. Scherzer winds up and delivers. Fastball misses up high. Behind Molina, 3-0. Ozzie Smith waits in the on-deck circle. Scherzer deals. That one's in there for a strike. So 3-1 the count. 2 down, bottom of the fifth. An inning that started with Ray Lankford's home run to break a scoreless tie. Scherzer delivers. Molina fouls it off. Scherzer looks in. And the pitch. Molina, shot to left. Going back on it. Alou puts it away. And the side is retired. But Ray Lankford breaks the tie. We head to the top of the sixth. Cardinals lead the Expos 1-0. Here, Game 1 of the National League Division Series. So to the top of the sixth we go. Here's Wilson Ramos. Ramos flew out back in the third. He did not miss a home run by much. Ray Lankford caught that ball pressed up against the wall. Curveball in there for a called strike. That pitch has been huge for Gibson today. Fastball misses. Everyone knows that Gibson's fastball and slider are outstanding. He adds in that curveball and he has that working. He is a very, very formidable pitcher to deal with. 1-1 count. There's another one. He hung that one a little bit. Ramos misses it though. Fly ball to left. Lankford puts it away for out number 1. So here's Jose Vidro. Vidro has flown out and grounded out his first 2 times up. Pitch from Gibson. Slider. Called strike on the outside corner. Gibson winds it up. Breaking ball. Fly ball out to right. Drew is over. Puts it away for out number 2. Just a ton of weak contact for the Expos. Here's Spike Owen. Owen 1 for 2, singled back in the 4th. A bit of a humpback liner out to left. Weekly hit down to first here. Mize has it. Flips to Gibson covering. And the side is retired. So the Expos go down meekly again. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Smith, Drew, and Hornsby coming up for the Cardinals. Here's Ozzie Smith. Smith 1 for 2, singled back in the 3rd. Scherzer has been outstanding. He's just got 1 blemish, and that's 1 more than Bob Gibson has. Smith swings on the first pitch, fly ball. Harper underneath it, puts it away for out number 1. So that'll bring up J.D. Drew. Drew 0 for 2, struck out and grounded out. Scherzer looks in. Fastball misses inside. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses away, so Scherzer behind Drew 2-0. Here's the offering. Change up in there for a called strike. Okay, fans here really being treated to a great one today. Both pitchers have been dynamite. Drew swings. That one was probably ball 3. Up and away. Drew trying to dunk one down the left field line. Ends up just a foul ball. There's a shot. Up the middle. Base hit. Good piece of hitting there by Drew. 1 out single into center. Scherzer went low. Drew went down and got it just below the knees. So 1 out base runner. Here's Rogers Hornsby. Hornsby's 0 for 2. Ground ball second. This could be 2. Vidro flips to Owen. On to first. 4-6-3 double play. Hornsby's doubled up. And the side is retired. Big out there from Scherzer. We're heading to the top of the 7th. Expos and Cardinals. Game 1. Cardinals lead it 1-0. Top of the 7th. Bob Gibson, 58 pitches through the first 6. He has been outstanding, to put it mildly. He'll face the heart of the order here in the 7th. This could be a huge inning. Fastball. Top of the zone. Harper fouls it off. Fly ball. Left center. Carrying. Langford going back. Looks like he has a beat on it. And he does. He calls it in. A step shy of the warning track out there in left center. For out number 1. Nice run and grab by Langford. Here's Andre Dawson. Dawson's 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded out. Fastball misses up high. Lindy McDaniel and Al Harboski both throwing in the Cardinals bullpen. Very interesting. Don't know if the Cardinals dugout is seeing something that they don't like in Gibson. He's at 61 pitches here in the 7th. Not that Bob Gibson's really going to worry too much about a pitch count. But that's an extraordinarily low pitch count for this point in the game. He seems to be throwing easy. They might be seeing something they don't like. No other reason to have bullpen action going at this point. Curveball in there for a called strike. Count goes to 2-1 to Dawson. Curveball misses down low. Gibson takes a deep breath. Rears back and fires. Curveball. And Gibson wanted that one. They call it low. Gibson shaking his head, seeming somewhat incredulous about that call. But the runner is on. Here's Rusty Staub. Dawson can run a bit. Gotta be a little bit careful about him. Not that many teams have been testing Yadier Molina during the season. 1-0 pitch to Staub. Misses down low. Two 2-0 the count to Rusty. Slider misses away. 3-0. Moises Alou waiting on deck. Now, McDaniel and Harboski weren't just out there to get some throws in. They both looked like they were really putting in an effort to be ready to come into this game. Fastball misses up high, ball 4. And maybe they saw something that we didn't see, because now command has left Gibson. First and second, 1 out. Here's Moises Alou. Back-to-back walks for the Expos. Crowd trying to exhort Gibson through this. Breaking ball. Fly ball out the center. Edmonds is there. Puts it away for out number 2. Runners will not tag. Good strong throw into Boyer at third. So now here's Ryan Zimmerman. Zimmerman 0 for 2. He is struck out and flown out. Cardinals placing their faith in their ace, despite his aforementioned second half struggles. He is the man here in St. Louis. Game 1 starter here for a reason. This one fouled off towards the seats. Mize gives a look, but it's going to go back a few rows back. Count goes to 1-1. Pitch to Zimmerman. Slider gets him to swing and miss. Count goes to 1-2. Crowd once again. Trying to get Gibson through it. Here's the pitch. High fastball. Gasses Zimmerman. Down he goes swinging. So Gibson rears back, looks for a little extra, and Bob Gibson, usually about as stoic as it gets, is fired up coming off the mound. 7th inning stretch time in St. Louis. Cardinals hold on to the 1-0 lead. Bottom of the 7th, here's Johnny Mize. Mize has struck out both times up. Scherzer has chewed him apart so far in this one. Scherzer comes out for the 7th. 82 pitches through the first 6 for Scherzer. Again, Max Scherzer has been outstanding in this game. Jeff Facero and John Rauch both throwing in the Expos bullpen. This isn't so much that Scherzer's done anything wrong. Bob Gibson has just been exceptional. Kind of pitching matchup we thought we'd see. Always nice when a pitcher's duel lives up to billing. This one has. 0-2 pitch, fastball misses down low. Scherzer was part of the first broadcast ever of the Franchise Stars Baseball League, the opening day tilt against Tom Seaver and the Mets. One-two offering. Snaps off the curve. Mize goes down looking. That is the 3rd strikeout of Mize. The 8th strikeout on the game for Scherzer. This one looked a little bit low, according to the strike zone tracker. Ump doesn't care about that, at least not yet. No robot umps yet. 1 down, here's Jim Edmonds. Fastball misses inside. Pitch, curveball on the outside corner. Slider misses inside. Fastball misses down low. Three-one pitch. Fastball misses up high, ball 4. So Edmonds draws the 1-out walk. And that'll bring up Ray Langford. If you missed it, back in the 5th. Down the heart of the plate, a little bit above the belt. And Langford puts it a bit above the wall out and right. That's solo homer, the only run of the game so far. Ball misses inside. Scherzer looks in. There's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. 1-1 the count. The offering change up there. Swung on and missed by Langford. Count goes to 1-2. Runner on first, one down, bottom of the 7th. Change up. Planning a bite, dives down into the dirt. Good job by Ramos to not let that one get past him. Here's the 2-2 offering. Langford pulls it down to first. Picked by LaRoche. Throws to Owen. For the lead runner back to first. Not in time to get the speedy Langford. But good job by LaRoche to cut down the lead runner. 2 down. Langford now on first. Here's Ken Boyer. Boyer's 0 for 2. He has struck out and grounded out today. Scherzer throws over the first. Half-hearted tag there from LaRoche on Langford. Here's the pitch. Slider in there for a strike. Scherzer looks in. And the offering. Fastball right down Broadway. Not what Boyer was looking for. I don't know what he was looking for, but that wasn't it. Scherzer ahead of Boyer 0-2 here. This pitch will be pitch number 100 for Max. Ground ball down to first. Picked by LaRoche. He'll take it to the bag himself. And the side is retired. So we are through 7. Here in St. Louis, we head to the top of the 8th. Expos trying to scratch a run across against Bob Gibson. Scherzer and Gibson locked in a great one here, but the Cardinals lead it 1-0. Gibson fought some command issues back in the 7th. Really the first time in this game he seemed at all vulnerable. He will start the 8th. Curveball to LaRoche, misses inside. Auerbach still throwing. He is up on the mound now. Chuck Taylor throwing from in front of the mound, just trying to start getting himself stretched out a bit. 1-0 pitch, LaRoche, deep drive, right field, down the line. LaRoche looking, misses it just barely. Adam LaRoche almost tied this game up, but it's just a long strike. Curveball from Gibson is in there. 1-2 the count. That one down in the dirt. LaRoche doesn't chase. Oh goodness, Adam LaRoche did not miss that by much. Slider just off the outside corner. So count goes to 3-2. Wilson Ramos waits on deck for the Expos. Curveball misses outside, ball 4. So here's Wilson Ramos. Ramos has flown out twice. He just missed a home run his first at bat. That one in the dirt. LaRoche not going anywhere. Gibson still only at 81 pitches. Curveball misses away. So any issues he's having with command, not due to fatigue. He's simply unable to find his spot. Jose Vidro waits on deck. The count is 3-0 to Wilson Ramos. Nobody out here in the top of the 8th. Gibson deals. Fastball in there for a called strike. Gibson looks in. Fires Ramos to short. One hopper picked beautifully by Smith. What a turn by Hornsby. Bare hand grab of Ozzy's flip. And that turns into a 6-4-3 double play against the slow-footed Ramos. But what a beautiful turn there by Hornsby. So the bases are cleared. 2 outs. Here's Jose Vidro. Fastball misses up high. Slider there, misses down and in. Curveball misses low. Spike Owen waits on deck. After him, Bryce Harper. Expos would love to get the Harper in this inning. Fastball. Vidro and no intention of swinging at that one. Gibson gets it across the plate, 3-1. Vidro, fastball, turns that one foul. So now the count is full. Crowd on their feet again in St. Louis. They've done this a lot today. Pitch there, popped up on the infield. Hornsby underneath it. Calls it, waves everyone off, puts it away, and Gibson is through 8 scoreless. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Cardinals continue to lead the Expos. And a great one here from Busch Stadium. It's 1-0. So Jeff Fassero comes on. Max Scherzer's day is done. Fassero 2-1, a 3.31 earned run average in 46 appearances during the season. Max Scherzer was brilliant. 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, a Ray Langford home run. Scherzer struck out 8. He would be the definition of a tough luck loser if things stay the way they are. Here's Ripper Collins, pulls this one foul. It's the offering. Swung on and missed. Down low. Fassero ahead of Collins 0-2. Sinker down in the dirt. So the big question now, does Gibson, who has gotten into at least minor trouble in the last 2 innings, does Gibson come out for the 9th? Grabowski was throwing in the pen. McDaniel was throwing earlier. So their 2 top bullpen arms, both ostensibly ready to go. Tim Burke out there now throwing with John Rauch in the Expos bullpen. Fassero delivers. Sinker fouled off. It's 0-2 to Yadier Molina. Another sinker from Fassero. He's going to bury that pitch as much as he can. Molina swings and misses. It ends up in the dirt. Ramos grabs it. Throws to LaRoche down at first. Molina's easily thrown away. 2 down. As Fassero fans Molina. Here's Ozzie Smith. Smith 1 for 3. He'll be switched around to the right-hand side. Now with the lefty Fassero in. Change-up misses down low. Change-up in there for a called strike. 1-1 the count. That's a shot to short. Owen has it on the backhand. Quick release, throws Smith out, and the side is retired. Owen, Harper, and Dawson coming up for the Expos. We'll see if Bob Gibson gets the shot to try to complete the shutout. It's been a dicey past couple of innings, but Gibson will keep the ball and take them out. Crowd on their feet here to start the ninth. Here's Spike Owen, 1 for 3. Fastball, high strike is called. Gibson at 92 pitches. That is nothing for Bob Gibson. This has been a matter of his command late, whether they felt like he needed to be taken out. But Gibson, you were going to have to pry that ball from his cold, dead hands, I have a feeling. Fly ball out to right. Drew puts it away for out number 1. So now here it comes. Bryce Harper, 1 for 3, double back in the first. Your MVP candidate against Bob Gibson. Gibby deals first pitch, fastball in there for a called strike. I think the Cardinals have made the decision at this point. This is Gibson's game to win or lose. It can be argued that maybe Gibson made that decision for them. Change up, misses away. Gibson has not gone to that change up too much today. Tries to mix it up a little bit there. Fastball runs outside. He's behind Harper 2-1. Andre Dawson waits on deck. Fastball there. That one is fouled off. Count to Harper, 2-2. Crowd here at Busch in a frenzy. Gibson deals. Fly ball to right, going back. Little stay in the yard. Drew underneath it, puts it away for out number 2. So Gibson gets through Harper. Now he'll have to deal with Dawson. Dawson 0 for 2 with a walk. Nobody is sitting here at Busch Stadium. Gibson's second half struggles have been talked about frequently, including in this broadcast. He has been dynamic in this game. 1-0 pitch blows a fastball past Dawson. That was pitch number 100, and that had some fire to it. 1-1 the count as Gibson works. Hawk waggles the bat slightly. Gibson into the windup. Fastball misses inside. 2-1. Gibson still hitting 96 on the gun here in the ninth. Slider there. Dawson fouls it off. 2-2 the count. Gibson rears back. Deals. Dawson fouls it down the right-hand side. Good slider there from Gibson. Dawson able to get a piece. Molina signals down low. Slider off the plate. Count is full. Rusty Staub waits in the on-deck circle. He hopes he'll get a chance to step in there as the potential lead run. Full count. Gibson works to Dawson. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, right field. Drew giving chase. Gets there, puts it away. The ball game is over, and Bob Gibson has thrown the shutout here in Game 1, outlasting Max Scherzer in an outstanding pitcher's duel. Talk about living up to billing. Scherzer was great. Gibson was simply better. Complete game shutout for Bob Gibson. A 2-hitter. Gibson fanned 6. Scherzer allowed 3 hits over 7, struck out 8. The Ray Langford homer, the only run of the game. Final line score, Cardinals 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. Expos no runs, 2 hits, no errors. And the Cardinals, behind Bob Gibson, take a 1-0 series lead here in the National League Division Series. All too often, game gets billed as being a classic kind of pitching matchup, particularly in a big game. And frequently, at least one of the pitchers simply doesn't get it done. At a minimum, one of the pitchers is merely solid. This was a situation where both pitchers were terrific all game long. Scherzer deserved a better fate than the loss, but alas, that is what he will take. Again, Scherzer only walked 2. Gibson walked 3, struck out 6, allowed only the 2 hits. Again, the Langford homer, the only run of the game. So with that, the Cardinals take a 1-0 lead here in the NLDS. Next broadcast here on the channel, the other game of the day, here on this October Thursday, as far as in league time, the New York Mets, who won game 163, won game 162 against the Braves to force a 163 against the Braves, then won that to earn the wild card spot, and then defeated the Dodgers in the wild card game. Now they get the juggernaut San Francisco Giants at Candlestick Park. David Cone, Carl Hubble will be the pitching matchup in Game 1. That'll be the next game on the channel. We hope to see you there. I thank you as always for your support of the Legend Sports Universe. Like and subscribe if you have not as of yet. But most importantly, be good to each other, and we'll talk soon.